Hello students, today I am going to discuss the remaining NCERT question and answers for the chapter Human Eye and the Colorful World. First question is, make a diagram to show how hypermetropia is corrected. The near point of a hypermetropic eye is 1 meter. What is the power of the lens required to correct this defect? Assume that the near point of the normal eye is 25 centimeter. This is a hypermetropic eye. For this hypermetropic eye, near point is 1 meter. This point is the near point of this hypermetropic eye. So if an object is placed at this point, object will be seen clearly by the eye. And if we reduce this distance, then object will not be seen clearly by the eye because this eye has a defect. Now we can correct this defect by using a convex lens which is placed between the object and the eye. Our object is placed at point N dash, which is at a distance of 25 centimeter. This is the near point of a normal eye. Our object is placed at this point. As object is placed closer to the eye, then light rays from this object are going to be of the diverging nature. When these light rays passes through the convex lens, they converge. When these converged light rays are produced backwards, they appear to be coming from point N, which is the near point of this hypermetropic eye, and the object will be seen clearly by the eye now. For the object placed at point N dash, that is at this point, the virtual image is formed at point N, which is the near point of this hypermetropic eye. So object distance is minus 25 centimeter. Image distance is 1 meter, which is the near point of this hypermetropic eye, which is equal to minus 100 centimeter. Focal length we have to calculate. Now we will use the lens formula. That is 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Two values are known to us. Third value can be calculated easily. So if we solve this equation, the focal length is going to be 33.3 centimeter. Convert this into meters, so 0.33 meters. Power is inverse of the focal length, that is 1 upon 0.33 meter plus 3.0 diopter. So a convex lens of power plus 3.0 diopter is required to correct this defect. Why is normal eye not able to see clearly the objects placed closer than 25 centimeter? When eye is looking at a nearby object, ciliary muscles contract. Thickness of eye lens increases and the object is seen clearly by the eye. But there is a limit beyond which the ciliary muscles cannot contract, and the thickness of eye lens cannot be increased beyond a certain limit, so object will not be seen clearly by the eye. देखिए जैसे जैसे कोई ऑब्जेक्ट आईज की तरफ मूव करता है, आई के क्लोज आता है, वैसे वैसे जो सिलियरी मसल्स हैं वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होती जाती हैं, थिकनेस ऑफ आई लेंस इंक्रीज होती जाती है. जैसे जैसे सिलियरी मसल्स कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होंगी वैसे वैसे आई लेंस की थिकनेस इंक्रीज होगी, लेकिन एक लिमिट के बाद आई जो सिलियरी मसल्स हैं वो और ज़्यादा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं हो पाती हैं, यानी एक लिमिट के बाद थिकनेस ऑफ आई लेंस भी इंक्रीज नहीं हो पाती है, और ये डिस्टेंस 25 सेंटीमीटर फ्रॉम दी आई है. अगर ऑब्जेक्ट को इससे कम डिस्टेंस पर अगर हम लाएंगे तो सिलियरी मसल्स और ज़्यादा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं हो पाएंगी, तो जो ऑब्जेक्ट है वो भी हमको साफ साफ नहीं दिख पाएगा. What happens to the image distance in the eye when we increase the distance of an object from the eye? Size of an eyeball is fixed, it is constant. That is, distance between eye lens and retina is fixed. Since the size of eye cannot increase or decrease, the image distance remains constant. When we increase the distance of an object from the eye, the image distance of the eye does not change, it remains constant क्योंकि size of the eye fixed है. Why do stars twinkle? Stars are far far away from us. They emit their own light, which is known as starlight. Stars twinkle due to the atmospheric reflection of the light. So, as stars are far far away from us, they are considered as point sources. When light coming from the stars enters the Earth's atmosphere, it gets reflected at different levels because of the variation in the density of the air. When the starlight reflected by the atmosphere comes more towards us, it appears brighter than when it comes less towards us. Therefore, it appears as if the stars are twinkling at night. देखिए अर्थ की अलग अलग लेयर्स हैं जिनका रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स भी अलग अलग है. जब स्टार लाइट इन लेयर्स के थ्रू पास करती है तो बेंड हो जाती है, एटमॉस्फेरिक रिफ्रैक्शन जिसको हम बोलते हैं। एंड दिस एटमॉस्फेरिक रिफ्रैक्शन इज रैंडम। एट वन मोमेंट ऐसा होता है कि ज़्यादा स्टारलाइट हमारी तरफ रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाती है तो जो स्टार है वो हमको ब्राइट लगने लगता है। नेक्स्ट मोमेंट ऐसा होता है कि जो स्टार लाइट है वो हमारी तरफ कम रिफ्लेक्ट होती है तो हमको स्टार डिम दिखता है, और एंड दिस प्रोसेस कीप्स ऑन गोइंग, सो स्टार्स अपीयर टू बी ट्विंकलिंग टू अस। Next question, explain why the planets do not twinkle. This is a star and star is considered as a point source of the light. This is a planet. Planets are big in size, so they are considered as a collection of large number of point size sources. You can see this is a planet, and this planet is considered as a combination or collection of a number of point size sources. So if dimming effect is produced by one point source, then it is compensated by the brightness effect produced by the other point source. So the twinkling effect of the planet are nullified and they do not twinkle. Next question, why does the sun appears reddish early in the morning? So you can see here, at the sunrise or at the sunset, sun is near the horizon. Sun rays must travel a longer distance to reach the surface of earth at sunrise or at sunset. As light rays coming from the sun are covering a large distance to reach the surface of earth, most of the smaller wavelength light is scattered away. That is, blue light is scattered away. रास्ते में ही स्कैटर हो गई क्योंकि लाइट रेज ने बहुत लंबा रास्ता तय किया अर्थ के सरफेस पे पहुंचने के लिए. Only longer wavelength light reach the surface of earth, that is the red light. तो अगर हम तक सिर्फ रेड लाइट पहुंचेगी in the morning at the sunset and in the evening at the in the morning at the sunrise and in the evening at the sunset, तो हमको जो सन है वो रेड ही दिखेगा क्योंकि हम तक पहुंची सिर्फ रेड लाइट रही है. Next question, why does the sky appears dark instead of blue to an astronaut? In the outer space, there is no atmosphere. That is, there are no air molecules available to scatter the sunlight. So if there is no scattering of light, no color will be seen by the astronaut. So to them, sky appears dark instead of blue. Now students, in order to explain such type of questions, as you can see, why does the sun appear reddish early in the morning, you must use diagrams. You cannot explain these questions only in words, you must draw these diagrams also. Only then you can explain this phenomenon. So also practice the diagrams for different type of phenomena that we have discussed in this chapter. Now this chapter is complete, so prepare your notes in the fair notebook. Thank you.